47. 47 asks for the minimum of this. So just to get your thoughts straight, you should be looking for where the derivative is 0 and changes from negative to positive. So what I'm going to do is a first derivative sign chart. That's my goal right now. So first, let's find that first derivative. That's going to require a quotient rule. Low d high, high d low, draw the line and square below. So low is x. D high, e to the x. Minus high, e to the x. D low, which is 1. Draw the line and square below. Now, since I need to do a sign chart, I'm going to need to set this equal to 0. I want to factor completely to make it easier to find the zeros. So, factor out an e to the x, and you're left with x minus 1 over x squared. Okay, now up here I kind of said something wrong. I said we're looking for where the derivative is 0 and changes from negative to positive. It's actually, my mistake, where the derivative is 0 or undefined and changes from negative to positive. So the derivative is 0 when the numerator is 0. The derivative is undefined when the denominator is 0. So set the numerator equal to 0. When does e to the x equal 0? Never. E is always positive. Remember, you're happy when you have e because it's always positive. When is x minus 1 going to equal 0? When x is 1. And when will x squared equal 0? Well, when x is 0. So my critical points are 0 and 1. And now I'm going to test. Remember, I always label my sign chart. I'm going to test around these points, and I'm plugging them into that first derivative. Now remember, e to the x is a gift. It's always positive. You don't even need to consider it. Well, x squared is also always positive. Don't need to consider it. I really only need to check x minus 1. So if I plug in a negative 1, that's going to be negative. Plug in a 1/2, negative. Plug in a positive 2, it's positive. And we were looking for where the derivative changed from negative to positive, so that is at 1. So my minimum has to be when x equals 1. Done.